Did you know that you can use Adobe Acrobat for free? To be honest, for a really long time, I had no idea that they actually had a free version, because every time that I would open up a PDF on my computer, it would always want me to upgrade something without letting me use anything. But I have figured out the right version to download and how to use the Adobe Acrobat Reader, plus all of the really cool things you can actually do with it. Real quick though, today's video is sponsored by Adobe Acrobat. I've been playing around with their different tools lately, and I'm excited to share with you what I have learned so far. And just to be clear, everything in today's video is going to only be diving into the free versions of their tools. So if you're trying to figure out how to use Adobe Acrobat for free, you have made it to the right video. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, I'm Mariah, an SEO consultant and educator for business owners over at mariahmagazine.com. And on this YouTube channel, I break things down like SEO, websites, tech, and I dive into tools and recommendations to help you grow your online business in a way that works for you. So in today's video, I'm going to walk you through the Adobe Acrobat Reader app, including what it is, why you should download it, and the different tools it will give you access to for free. So without further ado, let's kick it into the screen share. Okay, so the biggest thing to keep in mind when we dive in is that Adobe Acrobat has quite a few different options here. So if you go to adobe.com and under PDF and e-signatures, you can click under products, you can click Adobe Acrobat, but it's important that you don't right away click see plans and pricing, because then it will only take you to the paid options and you might get a little confused. So I'm going to hit that back button, and on the Adobe Acrobat page, if you scroll down, you should be able to see the Adobe Acrobat Reader. This is the free version. The other two versions, Adobe Acrobat Pro and Acrobat Studio, are great. I'll probably do separate tutorials diving into each of those. But right now, we're diving into the Acrobat Reader, which is the free version. Okay, so super, super important. Now, if you are on the Acrobat page and they don't have this Acrobat Reader free version listed here, you can come back into the nav. So I'm actually going to go back for a second. Come back into the nav and then click on Acrobat Reader, and that will take you to the very, very specific free Adobe Acrobat Reader. Okay, so this was really, really confusing to me when I first started diving into it. And so that's why I wanted to take a second and kind of explain the different options. So I'll leave a link to this specific Adobe Acrobat Reader page in the video description box below, just because we all know how technology works. Your screen might look a little bit different by the time that you're watching this. Adobe's menu might have changed and all of that, and I want you to get to the right place. And so a quick overview of what you can do with the free version of Adobe Acrobat: you can share and review PDFs, you can fill out forms and signatures, and you can collaborate and comment. It also allows you to keep all of your PDFs in one place. So if you're like me and you're a business owner and you're downloading things, sending things, creating things like different PDFs all of the time, being able to have all of your PDFs in one space is really, really helpful. And then they also actually have a mobile app, which I'm going to touch on a little later in this video, and that is also included in the free version. So in order to get this app on your computer, you do have to download it. So go up here and click that download now button. The process of downloading is going to be dependent on your computer, whether you're on a Mac or a PC. So you can go ahead and kind of follow along that process on your own computer. So once you download it to your computer, it will look a little something like this. Might look a little bit different depending on when you're watching this video and what computer you're using. So I'm a Mac user, just for a little bit of context. If you already had Adobe Acrobat installed in your computer and you've previously upgraded before, or you have signed up for the free trial, once you upgrade this Adobe Acrobat app, you're technically not using the Adobe Acrobat Reader anymore. And so you won't be able to access all of the free tools for free. And so on the front end, it might not look different, but it's like the back end coded that gets upgraded. upgraded. And that's probably why you're getting all of these like upgrade notifications like I was getting every time I tried to use it. I couldn't even like upload a PDF file. I kept getting these upgrade buttons, and it was really frustrating. So what you have to do if that is happening to you is that you have to uninstall the Adobe Acrobat version that you currently have on your computer and reinstall the Adobe Acrobat Reader app that I mentioned previously on that one page on Adobe's website. And I'm gonna link that below in the video description box. Once you reinstall the Adobe Acrobat Reader, you should be able to use all of the free tools pretty seamlessly. So that's what I had to do. And now the Adobe Acrobat Reader works beautifully with the occasional option to upgrade, of course. But now I get to use all of the free tools that I'm about to walk you through. So hopefully that little trick works on your end as well. Okay, now let's dive into what you can do with the Adobe Acrobat Reader. And so as you can see right here, we have a bunch of suggested tools. If you hover over some, you might see the crown icon. That means that you need the paid version in order to use those tools. But we can take a look at all of the tools that we have access to here, and all of the ones without that little crown icon we can use on the free version. So we're able to add comments, send for comments, fill and sign, share, add a stamp, measure objects, and use a digital certificate. So I'm going to close out of that. And now I'm going to open up a PDF that I've previously added here. And so as you can see here, you can obviously read the PDFs, and then you can click the share button and you can share it in all of these different kinds of ways. And then anybody with that link can access and comment. If you want to share the file privately, then you do have to upgrade it, but the free version allows you to get a link, email it, send it in Gmail, add a specific email to invite, all of that fun stuff. And then the other thing that you can do is actually fill out forms. This was like a really big surprise to me. I don't know why, but you can fill out PDFs with the free version. You can choose the fill and sign option here. And so you can go ahead and fill and sign in different ways. So you can add a X into the boxes, you can add a check mark, you can add a filled dot, you can draw a rectangle, you can add a line, and you can fill in the form field. So if you needed to fill this out, you would just click on the actual PDF and start filling out the different sections that the PDF has for you. And then we can keep filling things out here. So every time you need one of those, you can just click on it and then add it to the PDF. You can make it smaller, you can make it bigger, you can move it around and do whatever you have to do. And then I'm actually going to zoom out so you can see what I'm doing here. And so the other thing that you can do is actually sign the PDF. And so you can go ahead and add your signature. I already had my signature in here because I use this, but if you don't, we'll remove it. And then you'll be able to click the add signature box right here, and then you can go ahead and type your name, you can draw your name, you can add an image of your signature. And if you want more details on that, I do have another YouTube video that I will link in the video description box below, and it actually goes through how to sign a PDF, and there's 3 different ways that you can actually do it, including a more secure version of signing a PDF that is totally available in the Adobe Acrobat free version. So if you're trying to figure out how to sign a PDF in a way that makes sense for you, definitely check out that other video. And then another thing that you can do with these PDFs, I'm just going to change it to the cursor right here, and you can go ahead and add comments. So if you're trying to collaborate on this PDF with maybe somebody on your team or a business partner or a friend or something like that, you can add a comment in quite a few different ways, to be honest, depending on like how you guys are working on this document together. So you can type in your comment and you can tag them and then click post, and then it will give you this cute little tab thing. And if you just wanted it at the top, or if you were leaving feedback on something specific, you can totally do that. The other thing that you can do is click this add comment button here, and then you can highlight text specifically and then add a comment that kind of calls out that entire line of text. So that's really good for feedback. And then click post. And then another fun option is in the add comments button, you can suggest like replace selected text. And so that will actually strike strike out the text that they have there, and then you can add your suggestions. And you can change the strikeout color button as well. Very simple, but it'll keep it branded, and then you can go ahead and click post. And then obviously you have the option to come in here and you can delete comments, you can edit them, you can copy the text, you can set a status to accepted, canceled, completed, or rejected, and all of that. So there's actually quite a few different options when it comes to leaving comments on PDFs. So those are some of my favorite free features that are available in the Adobe Acrobat app that I definitely think make it worth downloading. Like I said before, especially if you're dealing with PDFs quite a bit. On this free version, as you can probably tell, you're not able to actually edit the PDF. So add text or images or more pages, or kind of add the pages, rearrange the pages, all of that. You would have to upgrade. And you also don't get the option to really play around with PDF spaces, which is a paid Adobe Acrobat Studio feature that I'm becoming obsessed with. I'm probably going to create another video on that. But as you can see with the tools that I went over, you're able to do actually quite a lot with this free version. And the other thing that I didn't even get into yet is once you have a free account with Adobe Acrobat, you can actually also download their mobile app too. So the mobile app on the iPhone kind of looks like this. I already have it downloaded, so I'm just going to click open, and then I'm already signed into my free account, but it allows you to keep all of your PDFs at your fingertips wherever you are, so you can access them really, really easily. So we can click on one of the things that I have in here, and then so you can go ahead and click that fill and sign, and then you can fill out the PDF right on your phone. So it can get a little tricky because, you know, sometimes I have some fat finger happening right here, but I'm going to go ahead and type in my name. You can make the text bigger, you can make it smaller, you can kind of adjust things as you need to. And then you're also able to sign a PDF from your phone. So there you can see the add signature box or the add initials that we saw in the Adobe Acrobat Reader on desktop as well. So you can do that. You can add the cute little check boxes if you'd like, and you can move them around. Sometimes it can get a little tricky, but you can go ahead and click on it and then move it around so it goes where it needs to go. And then once you're done filling it out, click done. And then if you click more tools, you can still add a comment, highlights, and all of that. You can also click the share button and then share it wherever you need to go. So as you can see, it's pretty similar capabilities from the desktop app, but it's all right at your fingertips. And honestly, one of my favorite parts of the app, to be honest, if we click more tools, we can actually scan things here. So that's going to bump you over to the Adobe Scan App. It's a different app, so I have both downloaded on my phone. The Adobe Scan App looks like this in the iPhone store. So we'll just reopen it up here, and then you can click the camera button. And once you do that, you can create it from photos. You can create a scan right there. So we'll click that. I have this little image waiting for us right here. And then I'm going to click that. And now it's going to take that image and kind of assume what it thinks like is actually the PDF portion of it, which was a very poor example. But look at this. You can see all of the features that you can do with the Scan app. And then you can rotate it, you can crop it, you can retake it if it looks not so great. And then you can add some filters if you need to brighten it up a little bit, which I definitely do in mine. And then you can save it as a PDF. Once you do that, now you can share it from the Adobe Scan app, or if we actually come back over to the Acrobat app and we refresh it just in case it didn't show up, now that Adobe Scan image is now in your Adobe Acrobat Reader. So it's going to be on your mobile phone and it's going to be available on your desktop. All right, enough looking at the top of my head, back to my face here. So to wrap all of this up, the Adobe Acrobat Reader is the free version that allows you to share and review PDFs, fill out forms and add signatures, collaborate and comment in quite a few different ways, download and utilize the mobile app, keep all of your PDFs in one place, and combine the mobile app and the desktop version of the reader with the free Adobe Scan app. I would say that's not bad for a free version of a tool, right? So hopefully this overview was helpful at showing you how to download it, how to use it, and the free tools that you get access to at your fingertips with the free Adobe Acrobat Reader app. So that's it for today's tutorial. If you guys found this video helpful, give me a really quick thumbs up. The simple thumbs up does go a long way in letting the YouTube algorithm know that my video is helpful, and therefore hopefully pushing it out to more people that also might find it helpful. And if you have any questions or you want me to dive into a different feature of Adobe Acrobat or any of the related tools, definitely leave me a comment below this video. I use your comments, your feedback, and your suggestions to inspire new videos on this channel. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications, and I will see you in the next video.